Hello, my brother. How are we all? It's just a scene chapter in relation to the Rumpelstiltskin because the condition of mythology is semantetics because in that way the semantetics is a custom of knowing. But knowing the semantetics is an instant in relation to a parallel, and in that way the signal of the platform is area 55 and area 56, which is a below of Nininan for Sinmakaton for Photoshop. The Photoshop is a grammar in relation to Malaga Dasana, semantetics. And semantetics is one of the most beautiful thing in this world now. Whatever. It's just in some kind of way when we understood the semantetics. The instrument, the program, is its own data to plexi the Enkatong Angtang and to Wala Ngano in relation to ProView, yes, ProView Tintinghong, yes, and Tintinghong is a ligand in relation to Phototon and C Mesasa. As in that way, when we have the overdue amount based upon the accumulation of data, the sixth position is an unknown mono function, and in that way function is a rotor motor in relation to the fifth development of data computation, and in that way the data computation is rolling in metal of the Buddha magnet. Maybe, I don't know as yet. I want to play some. And in that way, if we can convince the Onkoton, the manuscript will actually be Burlo in relation to Alatan Dasanam. The manufacturing degree in provisioning to Laya, the Templon, yes, Templon is Malay in Templon, and in Templon or Templon is the ratio of frequency Finkelton in relation to its motor, and in each motor, when we have the Olong Tasan, is the Sikatla of Mittintin of cartoon character to know how to provision the bash out, because later the wiser she is, the evening she is in relation to how many mother already? Fifth mother or sixth mother? Oh, seventh mother. And in that way, if there is and Ong Song, oh, I love this. Oh, this is ice cream and banana, right? Malay. But my mum used to use some kind of things in these. So in this way, with some kind of things in this way, the bakalakatang is a well eaten. I think it's called sage or saga. Oh, sage or saga are either. And in that way, when you eat it with ice cream, it's beautiful. And it's I don't know if that one is yet. Sage or shaga, something like that. Oh, actually, shaga is a herb. One of those, sage or something of God. But anyway, in that way, when my mum makes this beautiful dessert with ice cream or coconut, whatever it is, with the things magic. Oh, she used to make this. Wait a minute, this banana is actually not deep fry. Oh yeah, with batter. You can deep fry with batter and slice it, and it's either with ice cream or some other way. I don't know as yet. But anyway, based upon the 7 EMP. Yes, the 7 EMP is a roadshow. 7 EMP is doctrine of the mountain and the sea medicine of a correlation. Yes. So when Buddha traveled over Asia, what kind of things can he predict? No. What kind of things does he know how to roadshow? Is owned banana leaf to steam. Because back in my old days, my grandma in Vietnam used to steam them and make those things that are always over the Christmas period, over the Chinese New Year, always clean the altar and give it to the statue of Buddha. Yes. It has banana in it. You know which one with rice and with banana leaf and stuff? Oh, you know which one in the shop. But my grandma used to steam them. I don't know how you do them, but next time. But in that way, the sea medicine, yes, is a editor of Malay in relation to the doctrine of the real true fur. And the real true fur is fur. And in that way, if it's real true fur, the Viking. Sea medicine. Because sea medicine is that if you fit enough for sport in relation to NRL, then what kind of things will be solvable in relation to the simpleton of my brother, cool, to embroid, or whatever you call it, to one of those things. But in one of those things, do we need to take our time or keep the original one and start years and years and years later on? Just like BP petrol station, they changed the logo. So in that way, when they changed the logo, each call all based upon Malay, if the hermit thinks about the second Jesus in the garden, then how come? Is that Jesus somewhere else? I don't know who they are. I don't want to know. And in that way, if the hermit is actually, don't know as yet, but you know, parts, eh? I love learning. That's why I like collecting parts. And in that way, being a general it tired me out. But anyway, the segment of the sea medicine is an honor. Oh, when I eat this, I think it's my mom. Yummy. Just my mom makes some kind of banana. And in that way, based upon her mother, already been through that, you know. So, when she was a baby, Mom, does your mother do this in the semen season? No. What she do? Ask her. Do you remember? No, you never remember. Because you growing up, you gave birth to me, and your mum died. Oh, sorry. But you know. Canoe didn't do. Canoe? No. I think that's a doll house. But anyway, based upon the Siemens system is the octagon to Rollalay Iprixin, and the Prixin is one of the most beautiful thing in this idling departure of Panasonic, and to equalize the pioneer, and in that way Panasonic to equalize the pioneer. The development of Malay is that the visual antidote to laser discs, the owned Igranong by Flint, and to indicate where the idling boost is. And the idling boost is that if there is a supplement in relation to Alakanang in the digital world, the conference will actually measure itself into throughout the Karakatong of God Robot to Fulakatong, the Volshaw of Pilakan and Indukatong in the Penguin by Delo Dusung Tatang, Dadalakan Tala. And in that way, when we can equalize the Malarang, the sign system is Wa and Katanang. Apps C. And in this way, app C is a sector in relation to Korotong Pangkon, because this way is a Korotong in relation to podcast. Oops. BC DS TO Review Sofang Instrument Foxy Shah. In this way, the instrument by Shah is a kannan to know how to save World War. Because in this way, World War is that each pakanong of player is that the brick will need to rock into the conscience of Shang by the spirit energy and to thief the Reaper in the Posam Akan. And this way is 3, 3, 5, 10, 7 opportunity. Sitkokon. And in that way, the Magadan will position itself into the Kampaklagan of Ogonong. And in that way, the Igonong will actually be Menene in relation to the Prussian. Thanks, man, for dessert. It's nice. And in that way, the accumulation of appendice is a catatron in relation to the third amount of Seja, and to Pakalo, the Ikastron, in relation to the below. In that way, Santa Claus, the Mikano it's blackened by the motor to Edutron, the Rochelle, and to Fakman. It's not a swear word of Giflu. You won. Is that electric? I don't know what happened there. It just vibed. But in that way, with the motor, we can also parry the 9 amount of the Simonson. And the Simonson is one of the most beautiful thing in this world. So, science teacher in Urate at St. Mary, did I do something with the motor with the takeaway box? I have a motor. So in that way, once we know how to Olo the tracer of Palakatin, we will participate into the third amount of engine. Playable car toys by the motor. My brother Kun used to have it. And remote controller in relation to RF, which is roller. No, next time. In that way, when we plexi the Ekelno, we will roll the motor into the impeller to stealth, and in that way we have a jet ski in relation to supersonic. Well, you have an aeroplane, you know how the motor works anyway. So in that way, yes. But to make stealth, well, don't know as yet. In the photo, not the future, in the function. Oh, first word is that when we know how to have those jets, we can also force the fences to foxy doxy to know how to breathe the air correctly in relation to its speed. And in relation to its speed, the Lengkano by Malay is that when we offer the amount to the governor, we can also exotone into the customer affair to know that each money is just money, but in each money is just money. We need to piltuhon each other because in the customer affair, since you're not a pilot, yes, or a oh, yeah, manufacturing boss, management, system manager, or AI, interloop, you're just a normal staff. So in that way, when they make money, do they give you money to hire the merchant and to equal lang the equa? No, equal lang the